you stay here then? What the fuck is it? I don't know. No fucking way. What? What? What is it? Welcome back. What is it? What is it?
It's a fucking balloon. It's tied to a post that says welcome
There's
back.
no fucking way. Where'd it come from?
I don't fucking know.
There was nothing there earlier.
I can show you the footage. It's a fucking balloon. It's like tied to this thing. It's like moving. But there's no air moving. There's like nothing moving. And it says welcome back on the balloon. I swear.
None of them remembered seeing it while setting up camp. None could explain how it arrived or who placed it there while they were sleeping. They quickly packed their gear and left without turning around. The balloon had not simply blown into camp, it was secured in place. Someone would have needed to enter the campsite, tie it there, and leave without waking anyone. Whether it was the same man they had seen earlier, or somebody else remains unknown. So, who do you think was responsible for putting it there that night? Jasko is a YouTuber focused on creepy and horror-related content, bringing viewers into locations where most people would never choose to be alone. On this night, he traveled there by himself and slept inside his van in one of the country's most haunted forests, a place connected to 9 officially recorded missing persons cases across 50 years. Reports of mysterious figures disturbing solo campers and abandoned personal items discovered along trails, with no clear explanation for how any of those belongings had ever ended up there.
I'm going to be camping inside of my van, inside of one of the world's most haunted forests. People have reported hearing footsteps circling around their campsites late at night. Familiar voices, like loved ones, coming from deep within the trees. They would go into the dark, but there's no one there. That also ties into some of the disappearances that happen inside of this forest. And all that's left behind is some of their personal belongings. And I want to say something. Tonight, I went down some trails that have some hot spots, if you will, and I've come across some personal belongings myself. I found some identification. You guys are about to see that right now.
While hiking alone along a trail, he discovered a hollow tree. Personal belongings had been placed inside. Among them was a genuine passport apparently abandoned without any obvious reason for leaving it there. Jasko reported the discovery to authorities.
It wasn't here too long ago. I mean, the snow's like frozen. Okay, so that's a jacket. That's a shoe. I don't know what the hell that is. Let me see if there's any sort of like identification. I just gotta see.
All right.
I don't want to be stuck in here. Oh, what is that?
Hello, everybody. I got one more thing to do, and then I gotta start doing my makeup. I love you. You always do this when mommy washes her hair. She has to smell me. She has to resent me because I washed my hair. So she feels like she's got to resent it all. Stop, cows.
The device he was using started generating one message referred clearly to witnessing a murder directly ahead.
There's one last one. Good goblin. If you want to show yourself in 1 minute, please come forward. Show yourself in front of my vehicle. Yeah, go. What the hell is that? Hold on. That's not somebody that's being above the damn ground. This is insane. What the hell? Okay, is it not weird that this hasn't said a word? Is there anybody here? Use your energy at 10:20 and show yourself in front of the van.
Site of a murder.
Site of a murder?
Almost immediately afterward, a scream came from somewhere deep among the trees below him. Jasko remained completely still and refused to use the headlights again.
Oh, what the hell was that? Bro, that was a scream from down there.
Hey.
Site of a murder. What?
Move, honey.
Eventually, he stepped outside and walked alone along the road. Footsteps
Hi,
crunching
Jama.
snow close behind.
How are you doing today?
Is anyone in this forest right now? Show yourself when I turn my flashlight on. 3, 2, 1. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh my god! I'm just gonna back up slowly. That didn't sound friendly at all. What the? Alright. Guys, I'm heading back. Because, like...
Honey, we're not doing this with Mommy's hair today. No, we're not doing this with Mommy's hair today.
Behind me, like in the snow. Man, okay. So, I just heard it again.
That's right. It is another day above ground.
Whenever he stopped, the sound stopped too. When he moved again, the footsteps returned. He turned quickly and searched the darkness with his flashlight, but saw nothing. He continued toward the van while the footsteps followed him until he reached the door.
Weird. So when you hear fucking crunching footsteps behind you, you start second guessing. Okay. I know you guys do that. There's no way that I'm not picking this up. Is there anything behind me? I can't see. I don't want to bring it. I'm not. Alright, we're just gonna head back to the van now. I don't know if I summoned some shit. I don't know if I played a part in this whole thing with the ritual stuff. I don't know.
At around 3 a.m., he went outside one last
I'm sure a lot of you probably wonder why I do this step. This step's very important
deep cut in one of the tires.
in
Tracks in the
priming your eyes
from a nearby trail directly to the tire before
for your eyeshadow,
the trees.
right? And I use concealer.
Come close to the van while he was sitting inside and damaged it without
And I go really, really
him to notice.
light/white like this because the lighter your primer is, the more your colors pop.
For another 4 hours after making the call,
So if you want bold
forest,
eyeshadows, colors that pop,
passport, the following footsteps,
not dull colors, you want to use
separate times,
a primer like this.
occurring closer to Jasco than the one before it. Whatever was outside seemed to reduce the distance throughout the night. The final question is whether it truly stopped once he managed to drive away that same night.
So I went outside, and at the same time, I was while I'm out here before I officially like go to bed and hopefully just wake up for the last time, right? I want to make sure this place is safe. Do a little perimeter check, and there were footprints everywhere. Are all of these mine? But then I was thinking to myself, earlier in there were footprints leading in a million different directions. While I was doing my business, I heard a very weird noise. It was very distant at first, from where I was standing, but I heard, and I was like, what is that? To my van's driving side tire, and there was a gash in my tire. There was footprints leading up to the tire from a trail. I tried to think logically about things. Is it possible that I ran over a very pointy rock? I went back to the van immediately, and I made an emergency call. The other company with the wrecker was able to come up.
Straight Explorer is a YouTube channel centered on paranormal investigations and places with disturbing pasts. On March 6, 2026, the creator posted footage from a solo journey into a remote forest in Wales, a back road he had explored once before. During his previous visit, the screams had come from the tree line. That experience was not enough to keep him away. He returned and camped even nearer to the place where the sounds had originated. He'd only begun walking down the road when he stopped.
This is my car. You're too close to this wall. I don't know if you can hear that. I've just heard someone whistle on my right. Thing is, you look there, you can't get in there from here unless someone's already in there.
A whistle came from somewhere within the tree line on his right, a section dense that he could not enter from where he stood. Whoever produced the sound seemed to be inside.
Basically, you're just blending it in. I did it first with the brush, and then I really go in and blend with my finger. Stop, Callie. Stop it now. Stop it now.
There's just some breaking sticks of that.
Hello?
And since purple seems to be a fan favorite, purple is what we are going to do again today.
Location. Then the forest became silent. Moments later, a sound burst from the darkness ahead, something he described as a human voice in a scream of pain rather than an animal. It echoed against the hillside and returned from every direction at once. He could not identify where it began.
It's this. Holy shit.
Mac. Such a Tool is the name of this color. So that's very light purple.
People, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but I do not like this one bit.
He ran and kept moving until the road appeared again. The screaming did not follow him. It did not end either. Instead, it seemed to retreat deeper among the trees before fading away. That part of the forest had no entry point from his position yet. Something was inside already. The scream afterward sounded close, directionless, and human. So, what exactly had arrived there before him? That's it for tonight. Which moment creep? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story. Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.
Nobody is around. Hello?
Got a fixed camera on the left-hand side. You can see it's on video.
The wilderness can hide dangers that remain invisible until it is almost too late. From a snowboarder unknowingly chased by a bear to a human-like figure appearing only on a thermal camera, these encounters leave one disturbing question: what else was watching from the darkness? This viral clip from 2026 features Kelly Murphy. The entire incident takes place during heavy snowfall with extremely poor visibility. Kelly is snowboarding while wearing headphones, fully caught up in the moment, enjoying the descent, and concentrating only on the experience, unaware that something dangerous is getting closer directly behind her. What makes the footage so striking is that Kelly never realizes a large bear is following her from behind, and judging from the noises it makes, the animal does not appear harmless. Her lack of awareness may have actually protected her, because without realizing the danger, panic never had a chance to take control. She never stopped, never made a potentially fatal mistake, and simply kept riding while focusing on the slope ahead. Videos like this spread quickly online because such moments are uncommon, becoming stories people continue sharing for years. Kelly Sally had the ride of her life and only discovered the danger after watching the footage afterward. Sometimes staying calm without knowing the threat exists can affect the outcome, while small decisions can matter more than we understand. Do you think she survived because of pure luck? Or was there another reason the bear eventually failed to close the distance? For this footage, we traveled to Russia to see something that may look almost normal in that region, but is actually an incredibly dangerous act, one that reportedly ends in death in more than 90% of cases. The clip is short, so let's watch what happens.
Russians are dumb. Trying to feed a bear. A polar bear.
Their mother is usually somewhere nearby, and polar bears are not animals anyone should confront.
Polar bears. Those dumbasses.
A polar bear may be one of the few creatures willing to intentionally hunt almost anything, including humans, making escape extremely difficult.
I think polar bears.
You can hear the urgency in their exchange when they talk about moving quickly, because they know the mother could appear at any moment and turn the situation dangerous without warning. But when you look
They're
carefully
different.
at the cubs, despite how young they are, their size is already impressive, making it easy to imagine just how massive their mother could be. Sometimes people move closer than they should, even while understanding the danger, and everything can change within seconds for everyone involved. Would you have remained that close or left before the situation became too dangerous? The footage below was uploaded to the YouTube channel Indiana Jones in October 2022. In the video, a British YouTuber named Richard started a solo van camping trip near Great Yarmouth in England after completing work. He climbed straight into his van and began the roughly 4-hour journey from the northwest toward Great Yarmouth. His plan was straightforward: spend one night at one of his selected locations, then enjoy the following day with his son at the zoo before driving home that evening. However, as he approached his regular area, he soon learned that all nearby campsites were booked. As a result, he decided to stealth camp at several locations around Great Yarmouth, including a primary spot, a backup location, and a final option along the seafront that made him uneasy. When he reached the first car park, it was packed with modified cars and groups of people making a small van, trying to stealth camp far too noticeable. He immediately gave up on that plan and drove toward his backup spot. But major roadworks and diversions along the way forced him off the main highway and onto roads he did not know.
There's a couple of spots that I've camped down there before, on the way down there sort of thing. So when I get down to the first spot was full of cars, tourists doing it on a Friday night. All the little boy races are out in their little groups. That last one is the one that's sort of a last resort, so to speak. It's typical seafront. It's a bit nervy sort of place. A 5-hour journey from the northwest of England all the way across the country to Norfolk coast. Off to the second spot. Oh, coming up to roadwork sign. You see a sign saying follow diversion. Just down here is my second spot, my second choice. Oh no, it's going to turn out to be third choice. The one I didn't want to have to do, but hey, it's the third choice. I know it's going to be available when I get it.
With no better alternative, he headed for a seafront parking area at Great Yarmouth that he had wanted to avoid. By the time he arrived at the seafront, the area had suffered a power outage, and he could see at least one other van or camper farther away. With no streetlights and darkness surrounding the area, the location felt even more uncomfortable. He tried to sleep, but on the silent, completely dark street outside, movement around his camper van suddenly woke him.
I've just pulled up and I've got a light on this now, so you can see this. We've got camper van down there, absolutely pitch black. I've got the lights on there, but it's quite eerie actually. Here's the little corridors for tonight. There's no one good to see outside. Cool double bed that I've sat on here. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Don't try the doors. I think they're gone. I think they're gone. Let's go and have a look. Oh, see? Nobody is around here. Honestly, I don't want anybody to know I'm here. I'm all locked up. I'm not moving. I struggle trying to find a spot. I'm a bit shaky.
After waking abruptly and feeling the van shake, Richard, unsettled by what had happened, grabbed a knife and went outside to check the area. He discovered that someone had interfered with his fuel cap, suggesting an attempt to steal fuel, or possibly break in. But nobody remained nearby with the person likely vanishing into the darkness. He returned inside, secured everything again, and tried to settle down, decided not to drive away so late at night. However, at around 4 a.m., movement near the rear of the van woke him again.
Never happened. Well, that's it. I'm moving spots. It's a Friday night. I've had some time to think. Took me about half an hour to find another spot. And I've done something by road, but it's getting on, you know. I actually have to walk up. It's a Friday night. This does look like a van. Doesn't look like a camper. That's possibly where I made the mistake. I might just chop a window into the side of this just so it doesn't look like a camper van. Worst case scenario, I've got a walking pole down there. I can do absolutely nothing with it.
After the second incident, he had had enough. He collected his belongings, started the van, and left the area looking for somewhere safer than the seafront. Sometimes, a small decision about where to park can change everything, and a threat does not always need to be visible to feel real. Do you think this was simply bad timing, or was that location always likely to end this way? By morning, despite what had happened, he kept his promise, took his son to the zoo, and turned the day into a long, enjoyable escape from the previous night.
We're walking underneath an acorn tree, and the acorn's just flying up and hitting us in that head.
She went into the swamp searching for evidence of something unexplained. But before the night ended, the danger she could actually see became just as disturbing as what she could not. On May 2nd, 2026, the woman behind Lisa's escapades, a U.S.-based outdoor research channel centered on wilderness observation and possible cryptid activity, entered a dense part of a cypress swamp in Green Swamp, Florida. Her fieldwork often makes use of audio recorders and long-term monitoring to examine signs that might be connected to Sasquatch activity. And she considered this area a promising place for that type of research. Right away, there were indications that animals had recently been active nearby. One
Stop
of the
it.
first details she found was a feeding area where a raccoon had scooped out the inside of an orange. As she pushed farther into territory,
Can y'all
she
stop when
soon
mommy's doing her
explored,
makeup?
and it became more difficult. The swamp floor turned
Stop.
increasingly unstable underfoot, while dense cypress stumps blocked the way, forcing her route to become narrower, slower, and more physically exhausting.
From my Demon Slayer palette. Demon Slayer.
At one stage, voices were heard somewhere nearby. They were later identified as belonging to two other researchers collecting equipment close to the river. That solved the mystery of the voices, but it also showed that more than one group was investigating this isolated part of the swamp at the same time. Farther inside the swamp,
Was that picture when you guys came from earlier? Just one of them was?
Stop.
Is it down on the ground? Oh no. Hiker's probably. Maybe I'll use it. Yeah, I'll use it and then leave it. It's a nice stick. Man, there's a lot of cypress stumps out here. That looks like an accident waiting to happen. Look at them. You trip over one of those, you know it. There's Jared going through there. What was that, a gator? That area over there, I think it's pretty big. Look,
She discovered an abandoned fish camp and a hunting blind. The location appeared to have been used before, and although nobody was there, it still carried the lingering feeling of a place that had never been completely abandoned. The tension rose when a large alligator was spotted near her pack, serving as a reminder that the swamp itself posed real danger.
thought I just saw some light shine over here, but I don't see it now. So this is what my fairy lights look like in my truck. And nighttime, you see I got everything closed. This is like a, yeah, very comfortable. And I made this like wedge to go in your head, and now my back doesn't hurt, so I'm not happy. There's a big old gator right there. That's an eye, what is that?
Regardless of what else might be hiding, later another large alligator appeared near the camp. Some of the activity around the area now had an obvious explanation, but several other details still remain difficult to explain. The altered structures, the isolation, and the recurring sensation of being watched created an uneasy mixture of natural threats and unanswered questions. Swamps can intensify that feeling. Sound does not always move directly through dense trees, water, and uneven terrain, meaning voices or movement may seem nearer or farther away than they actually are. In an environment like this, even ordinary wildlife can seem unfamiliar and unsettling when you cannot clearly see exactly where the sound or movement is coming from. By the time everything was over, the most disturbing part was not a single event, but the way every detail continued adding up. The voices were explained, the alligators were real, and the abandoned camp had likely stood there for years. But when a place keeps giving you reasons to feel observed, how can you tell which fear comes only from the swamp and which one does not? Some forests seem deserted until you realize something may already be nearby. For Angelo, it began with a black van unsettling noises and a series of objects that seemed far too personal. On November 3rd, 2023, YouTuber Angelo from Exploring with Angelo returned to a large forest in Canada to begin filming a new Randonautica series. He had visited the area before, but this time the woods felt unusual from the start. Near the entrance, a black van sat idling at the trailhead, creating tension before the hike had even begun. As daylight started fading, Angelo moved farther into the thick brush. Then strange rhythmic noises began echoing from the trees behind him. They did not resemble ordinary animal sounds. Instead, they seemed more like something moving in a repeated pattern, almost as though it were imitating the sound of a person walking.
Just cold so far. What the hell is that? That's a really weird thing. Is there somebody behind me? Like coming down the trail making some really weird sound? Let's see, man.
Before long, the forest revealed a series of disturbing objects. Angelo discovered a jar containing a foamy liquid, then a doll's head surrounded by hair ties and clumps of what looked like human hair. The objects did not appear random. They seemed deliberately placed as though someone had left them there with a purpose.
What the hell is that? What are you looking at right now? Looks like you? This is like here, out of the head or something attached to it. Or you know? But there's no head. But that's really creepy.
Things became even more disturbing near the creek. Angelo found a 4x6 photograph and a letter. The message claimed that a person named Jack had interfered and had been made to pay the price.
I don't know how many photos of people in the toilet. Jack got in my way, so I got in his way. The weight of my weight is clear. I will not stand for anyone standing in my way. I told her how much I loved her, and she laughed her. I think Sarah was scared.
What's the problem? No, don't come over here.
I love you. I told her Jack was in the effing way.
As darkness continued closing in, Angelo noticed a figure dressed completely in black watching him from the shadows. Then a distant, high-pitched scream echoed through the forest. At that point, it no longer seemed like he had merely stumbled across strange objects. It felt more as if someone nearby was circling around him.
Stop. Omni, stop it. What's your issue?
He hurried back toward his car, but the disturbing discoveries were not finished. Attached to a tree, he found a new notebook that had not been there earlier.
Yes, Mommy's leaving.
Appeared similar to the writing in the previous letter. The pages contained rambling statements about filling all 59 pages and taking a girl named Jen North. Then the black van slowly returned to the road, watching from the darkness.
Ominous. Lay down.
Inside, shaken as each detail started
No,
to feel
lay down. Right there. Lay down. Lay down.
I feel like I'm kind of starting to sweat. I'd also like to point out that van is gone.
Lay down. Okay? You're making Mommy mad. Lay down. Play with my bag. I don't care. Just get out of my face. All right.
It was the sense that he may have stepped into the middle of something real and that someone wanted him back. Generally,
Yeah, you hate weed.
explorer who visits isolated photographs often by himself. Because he spends time in these unsettled places, he gives the Truth Proof channel observations about unexplained activity.
She doesn't
His
stop.
encounters have included brief
She
sightings
just
of
doesn't
unusual
stop.
lights and disturbing waves of fear. But on one
Omni, I'll do it
occasion,
again. Stop. Lay down, honey.
evidence of something strange, an experience that would force him to question what he believed was real.
Yeah, yeah. That can hold itself if what's going on. That's always holding itself. You can see a figure just to the right of the map. It's got a fixed camera on the left hand side. You can see it's not completely the first road. So there's a scan across from the path. And then this figure's powerful torch.
You pointed out it's a torch that's more than capable of going. Shall we go just go up here a little bit further on the yard for time?
Yeah.
So the torch is more than capable of going past the distance of this figure.
Yeah. So I've got the phone held out with the thermal on it. I've got the torch in the other hand, lighting up the field, which I thought was a little bit odd.
I'm probably thought given a lot of, to be honest with you, you know.
I thought, well, I'll look towards it.
Yeah, well, you actually comment on footage, I'm going to have to walk.
On a dark night a month earlier, Jeremy was alone on the cliff tops, climbing a hill toward a fixed camera. With a thermal camera connected to his phone, he checked the surrounding area. As he moved the device across the landscape, a clear figure appeared on a thermal screen, standing motionless beside the path on the right.
Yep, well, you actually comment on footage. I'm going to have to walk towards it.
Towards it, but I don't know, aren't we? Well, I said to you many occasions, but never say anything. You've got to go.
Investigate it and come away. Yeah. How big would you want this to be? Yeah. Well, not, well, you know, if anybody said, oh, that's just a rabbit stood on its back feet, or, oh,
Well, that may be a bit small, depending on the distance to the...
yeah. I'm sorry that light's dazzling you, Jeremy.
So, yeah, decided to walk towards it. As we walked towards it, we actually camera around and take that to go. Right. That's where the thing would be. And I've scattered around the entire thing to pick out the box.
You've looked with your torch, and you can see this thing on thermal, so it's clearly there, but you're looking with your torch where it is, and it's not there, and then you take your thermal camera away, when you look again, it's gone. It's not possible, is it?
No. There's been a couple of occasions over the last couple of weeks that I've come up, so nobody talking before you. And I've not wanted to walk any further.
But it's unusual for you, that, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I don't know. I wasn't, I just thought it wasn't a good idea. I can't really put it.
And then you said you saw a white light just appear.
Yeah, it's probably been probably 1 month.
So that's a month before you've seen this.
The figure, believed to be around 150 yards away, looked human in size, perhaps smaller, and appeared to have a backpack. Uneasy, but determined to understand what he was seeing, Jeremy tried identifying it. He took out a flashlight, capable of reaching across the distance, and aimed it at the location shown on the thermal display.
Hi, King.
Nothing could be seen with the naked
How
eye.
you doing?
However, through the thermal camera, the figure was still there, a quiet heat signature standing in an otherwise empty field. Although his discomfort increased, Jeremy chose to approach the spot. While moving closer, he checked the area again through the thermal device. When he finally reached the location, the figure was gone, leaving only an exposed field with nowhere obvious to disappear. Jeremy scanned, and the thermal camera detected foxes and rabbits, but there was no sign of the unknown figure.
There was a bright light, like a very bright torch light.
Just a single circular light, not a beam or a
Not a
spread.
it wasn't lighting anything up, it was just a bright light, which is like a pinprick and it disappears. This was on and then off. Right, it was, stayed on for a second or so. I'm just carrying on up here. I stopped at you can see the bench, which strangely enough was around the same sort of spot with like this can feel.
Yeah.
Would have been about that sort of area. So I'd stop there. We'll stop for about a minute, looking at the box.
Its disappearance left him confused. Something visible through thermal imaging invisible without it, and then missing from an open field, offered no simple explanation. This was not the only unusual incident Jeremy experienced there. On other visits, he described an intense feeling of dread that stopped him from walking farther along the trails, which was unusual for him. He also remembered earlier sightings in the same area, including a white light that appeared before vanishing, and a white disc.
You're still alive or I'm still alive? Clearly I'm still alive.
Jeremy saw a bright circular light in the field, followed shortly afterward by a broad, dark shadow moving sideways across the horizon, something unlike anything he had witnessed previously.
Did you see anyone?
Did you
feel like going out? And were your doors locked? That's frightening, that, isn't it? When you think about it, your doors are actually locked. Acting about where there's no cars, there's no people, we're in complete darkness. So if we go into that, it's the lower car park. So basically, this is a lesson to be learned for everybody. We talk about UFOs, strange lights, strange people maybe. So don't come up here on your own.
UFO strange lights.
It just shows potentially it's not just about unexplained phenomena.
thermal cameras are picking things up. Ian filmed the
This is my stance here. And anyone in this channel that knows me knows my Demon Slayer shit is important. But I'm thinking about giving this to somebody. Just him though, not the rest of them.
After the lights were switched on and the surroundings checked, nobody could be seen. The vehicle had locked its doors automatically, possibly preventing a dangerous.
Anyways, I gotta go to work. So I will see your beauties later.
But the isolated place where it occurred. In locations this remote, even ordinary explanation